Never won the Saratoga meet. Javier's never won the Saratoga meet, so maybe we'll talk to Johnny and Angel, and maybe they'll give us a break and let us win one.
Fancy point, and Javier Castellano went wire to wire to win it.
Do we really need to have this segment
I wasn't
today?
even going to cancel this segment.
Okay. Next.
Quality Road does it emphatically to win the Woodward by almost 5 lengths.
It's been a real ride. It's been the ride of my life. It's unbelievable.
All right, how many days till opening day 2011? Not that I'm looking ahead or anything.
I don't know, 330.
Oh, what do I got down here? 326?
All right, okay.
I'm guessing. I'm approximating.
Aaron Vercruci here to take you through the week that was on HRTV.
Cantharos is pulling away, eased in the final yards. Another big win. And look at it, Lucky and Martin Garcia romping the Haskell.
Zenyatta will keep her unbeaten record in another scintillating display.
The millionaire, the Secretariat winner, Patio Prado does it again.
Evening Jewel and Victor Espinosa have won the Del Mar Oaks.
Up with Express and fly down. It's desperately close. It is too close to call. It is too close to call.
2,050,000, 2,001,000, 2,050,000, and I have 2,050,000.
The 2010 Keeneland September sale is right around the corner, and HRTV was your source for a preview of this year's yearlings with top pedigrees.
This year, the format for the September sale is that we're going to have a concentrated book one selling on Sunday night and Monday night, where we have cataloged 211 horses. Following that, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we have a large book two of 1,302 horses. These horses are cataloged in alphabetical order by dam, and the quality criteria for all days are the same. Our selection process for book one, we wanted to have the best yearlings available in North America. So we have the best pedigrees and the best physicals. Our inspection teams looked all over the country to find what we consider to be the best yearlings and with the best pedigrees. Following that, in book two, we have similar quality and pedigree all the way through. The magic of the September sale is that no matter what level of the market you want to participate, we have a multitude of horses. If you want to play in book one in week one, we have plenty of horses. And the second week, we have plenty of horses on every level of the market. So no matter where you are, we have a horse for you.
She was foaled and raised here, and she was another one that was just a great minded filly. Never had any issues or any problems, and was has continued as a mare. She's been a real easy mare to deal with and a good mother. You know, I wasn't around her a lot on the track, but I talked to Wayne, and you know, he always said that she was a great filly to deal with, and no problems, no issues with her. She's smart, and she's really well-balanced, good-looking mare, you know, being Batiz now, and I have a Stormcat mare. She's like a blend of the very best qualities of both of them. And, you know, when she came out as a foal, she was just like, you know, that's a good one from day one. She never went through any stages or had any time that you didn't like her. Every time we graded her every month, it was like she was one of the best ones we had.
Trained by the coach D. Wayne Lucas and never worse than third in her lucrative career. Folklore, represented by hip number 38, the Chestnut Colt, who's by Distorted Humor.
And was the young colt walking by Folklore's side in the video you just saw? This is him about 13 months later, son of Distorted Humor. It's always exciting to see the son of a champion like Folklore to come through the ring. Not for the small budget. This is something for the people that are willing to really pay for a horse when one gets turned out like this, has this kind of look and this kind of pedigree behind it, Sean.
Typical Distorted Humor, isn't he? This is a February foal. When I say that, I mean about his bone structure. Another horse that appears to have very good bone Look at the walk and the reach from the hind leg as he follows through. And you look for that overstep, and he carries through very, very well. A typical distorted humor looking colt again. A nice chest on him appears. He has a deep girth to him with a nice hip and a very nice long walk to him.
That's sort of the hallmark of distorted humor so far. Not the scopiest progeny in the world, but a lot of substance, a lot like Curlin, and that's why they've gone on to be good racehorses, because there's a lot of engine.
Yeah.
It's a tight race for leading jockey at Arlington between last year's champ and a Chicago newcomer.
Things are going well. I just got to continue. We're both, winning races every day is tough. We're both riding good and riding good horses. So I mean, a couple good days can make up the difference, and he could catch me, or it just depends how it is. Got to get lucky and ride good horses the rest of the meet.
All right, Junior, you just won about 2 weeks ago the Beverly D Aboard at Claire de Lune. What was that feeling like now that it's settled in your head? What was it like?
I mean, that's really, unbelievable. That was my first grade one, and I win the race, so that was really, really, really nice to win the race for the owner, the track, that was everything, just wonderful.
It was a very wonderful race. Now, you were leading jockey here at Arlington last year. You're up there with Michael Bays right now, battling it out. What do you think is going to happen? Do you have any insight for us with 2 weeks left of the meet?
I mean, I just, he's a really good rider, and just like keeping trying to do my job, I don't want to be like crazy for that, but, I think, he's a good rider and I'm a good rider too, and just try so hard. I will see what's going to happen.
The race for Saratoga leading rider is also a close one, and jockey agents are feeling the pressure.
Matt, tell me, you're in a close race to the very end. What do you think of the last week, and do you think you guys can pull it off and win the jockey title?
Well, here we are standing at Todd's barn, and I'm trying to hustle from him because he's the one that I'm worried about. He's still got a lot of monsters left in the last week, and obviously Johnny's business centers around Todd, and hopefully we can get lucky and pull it off. We're still 2 behind, so we had a good meet anyways, so it doesn't matter. I mean, yes, we want to win the meet, but if we don't, we don't. If we do, we do.
But how cool is it to win a Saratoga meet? Is that not something you've done before, right?
Yeah, I've never won the Saratoga meet. Javier's never won the Saratoga meet, so maybe we'll talk to Johnny and Angel, and maybe they'll give us a break and let us win one.
Coming up on Rewind, Castellano takes the PG Johnson.
Fancy point, and Javier Castellano went wire to win it.
And Velasquez adds another win in the Woodward.
Quality Road does it emphatically to win the Woodward by almost 5 lengths.
Brilliant ride by Calvin Burrell. Mind That Bird is going clear in the Derby. Mind That Bird wins the Derby.
Arcadero's got the lead at 44-1. He's clear by 5. Then Morning Line and Hart Duke, and Arcadero pulls off a wire-to-wire shocker.
Mythical power piece, Euro ears by a neck.
But Quality Road is back.
One horse to win and single and move on and keep the cost of the ticket for the Pick Six low. Joanne, you're up.
Do we really need to have this segment
I wasn't
today?
even going to cancel this segment.
Okay.
Right.
Next.
1 to 4 in the morning line. John, how'd you see the Pick Six single?
Quality Road.
Quality Road, and I tell you what, John, attaboy, John. This is the final edge for John White. He gave us attaboy, Roy. It was 20-1 in the morning line. Big upset for John. He leaves the edge desk just for 30 days, right? Coming back, coming back to us.
Back in October.
He's going to go to Fairplex. So he's going to be the decision maker, at least one of them in that process at Fairplex, and we wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
I got Quality Road and Astrology. I'm going to throw you 2 singles in the Pick Six. I go Astrology early and Quality Road in the Woodward, and you're up to yourself on the other 4 races. The Grade 1 Woodward highlighted closing weekend at the Spa.
Mind That Bird's gone in the wrong direction as the field turns for home. Quality Road, Johnny Velasquez, hand riding him. Now it's a tap on the flank, and they're clear by 3. Mythical Power runs in second. And on the extreme outside, Tranquil Manor is third. They're coming down to the final 16th, and Quality Road will prevail here. Quality Road does it emphatically to win the Woodward by almost 5 lengths. Mythical Power was second, Tranquil Manor was third, Convocation was fourth.
Todd Pletcher had a super result last time. He ran 4 horses in 1 stakes race. He tried again in Sunday's Spinaway.
Besides the Derby? I can't remember running 4, and you really don't want to. But, at this stage of the year with 2-year-olds that have broken their maiden, there's not many options. We've got at least 1 filly going in the sorority as well at Monmouth, so I'd love to be able to divide them up and run in 5 different stakes. It's just there's limited opportunities, and, this year in particular, we're really going to miss the matron and the futurity at Belmont. Sky Hasoya won for Rapoli, broke her maiden here earlier in the meet. Our Heat Lightning, who was second in the Colleen after breaking her maiden at Delaware. Stop Spinning Maria, who was second in the Schuylerville and ran a decent race. She obviously didn't love the slop that day, so that was that wasn't the performance we were hoping for. But I think there was a legitimate excuse. And then Team Valor purchased a filly named Valiant Passion that we're also going to start. So it looks like we'll run 4 in there.
Valiant Passion is picking up the chase now as they turn for home, and Our Heat Lightning there on the outside. Top of the stretch in the Spinaway. Alienation fully extended here. Valiant Passion, Our Heat Lightning. Here comes Our Heat Lightning up to the throat latch of Alienation and on by. Our Heat Lightning in front and pulling away to win the Spinaway. Our Heat Lightning scores a 3-length triumph over Alienation, Valiant Passion, and Coax Liberty.
Karen Johnson has spent her summer at the spa and was on the phone to preview Saratoga's race, named for her father.
Is it get emotional for you and your family this time of year when you've got this race named in your father's honor running?
Oh, absolutely. I think about my father every day, but on a day like this, I probably think about him every minute. And it is so lovely that they're doing this race for him. It's been several years that they've had it. I have to give a shout out to Mike Lakehow, the former racing secretary at NYRA, who actually instituted this race. And then a shout out to the current people, PJ Campo, the racing secretary, and Andrew Burns, the stakes coordinator, who always do their very best to get the race filled every year. So it means a lot to my family, and I'm very excited about today.
What is the one thing in terms of horsemanship that you remember most about your dad?
Patience. He never really would start 2-year-olds, only if they indicated to him that they were ready. He would be much happier putting them away their 2-year-old year and giving them time to develop. And I think that his patience and his honesty with his owners was something that carried him very far.
I know you're watching this online right now, Karen, so is that you with the blonde hair just behind your dad?
That is me with the blonde hair. Yeah.
That's the 02 Karen Johnson.
I like the blonde.
I'll tell you what, brunettes have more fun. Right, Carolyn?
Amen, sister, but I like the blonde too. It looks good on you.
Karen also got the scoop on how one of her favorite horses of the meet got her name.
Well, the Booby Trap was a gentleman's club that I went to in Miami, outside of Calder Racetrack, and we always got a free lunch. If you had your drinks, it was free to get in, and we'd go there for lunch. And my boss, John Tibbetts, he always forgot something at the tack shop, so we'd have to go back there. We'd have to go back the next day, so we always stopped at the Booby Trap. That's how she got the Booby Trap name. Everybody talks about reincarnation and all that, but I mean, she resembles my wife a lot because my wife was handicapped. She had seizures, and the horse was crippled. My wife had a head injury from a horse accident. So there's a lot of things there that reflect to my wife. The shoulder and the blind eye and the foot that's flat is all on one side. And only way I can see it would have to have been from birth. It's doing well now. We'll find out how the club foot and that blind eye is doing on the grass.
So tell me what this ride has been like with Lisa's Booby Trap.
It's been a real ride. It's been the ride of my life. It's unbelievable what's happened in the past 7, 8 months. It's been quite a roller coaster, like an 80-foot wave, and staying on the board. And we'll find out tomorrow how things go.
Coming up on Rewind.
We embraced, and it was, we were sniveling a little bit, because it's a big deal, no doubt about it. Everybody dreams of winning the Travers.
Oh, he'd be the Brad Pitt type without question. Takes things as they come. He's a very comfortable horse all the time. It's not really a problem at all.
We've got just a little bit of time here. Quick bullet drill.
All right.
Okay, with Saratoga wrapping up on Monday, let's take a look back of memory. Saratoga horse running this meet. What do you got as far as the memory?
I tell you what, Blame to me was awesome. I agree. I think he's pretty special for a horse that doesn't quite get the credit he deserves.
What about a race overall? The Saratoga race?
Well, the Rachel race, the defeat. It's one of those, graveyard of favorites and champions. There you are. Yeah.
All right, how many days till opening day 2011? Not that I'm looking ahead or anything.
I don't know, 330.
Oh, what do I got down here? 326?
All right, okay.
I'm guessing. I'm approximating. A Saratoga standout. Blame was the subject of this week's HRTV Diary.
I'm here with Blame, and trainer Al Stahl said that if he was an actor, he would be one of the most famous and most handsome actors that we know. So let's see what Al says. Who would Blame be if he was an actor?
Oh, he'd be the Brad Pitt type without question. He's got the looks and the magnetism. So he'd be an A-lister for sure.
Like any famous actor, there's always a lot of prep time getting ready before you go out on set. Marco, what's Blame like? What's his personality like?
He's a very calm horse. Nice to go around. He's very relaxing.
Feeling a little frisky on this fresh morning. Blame is heading toward us, coming out of the sun. He's feeling really good on this cool morning. He's just jogging this morning. Does he always feel this good?
Yes, ma'am. Especially after our first day back to the track was a very special day for him.
So does he ever act up when he's walking or just when he's under tack?
Oh, he acts up when he walks. Jump that high in the air sometimes.
Blame is so popular that he has his own fan club. People come out and they want to get pictures of him all the time.
I've noticed when he goes out to the track, people seem to show up at this barn, whether it's vloggers or photographers or visitors.
So is Blame your guy's favorite horse? Of course.
Takes things as they come. He's a very comfortable horse all the time. It's not really a problem at all.
Saratoga's meet came to an end this week. Here's a look back at some of the highlights in 2010.
And they're off at Saratoga. Devil May Care a tap or two. She's on her way to a 2.5 length lead. Devil May Care. Devil May Care runs through the stretch to win by 4 here.
We were obviously pleased with how well she won, but I can't say I was surprised at how easily she did it.
Down to the final 16th of a mile. Dynasty Proviso, Forever Together is coming again on the outside share account. They're coming down to the finish, and it's a photo that will go to Proviso. Blame is coming hard at Quality Road. Quality Road is digging down deep. Blame is coming in and with a menacing run. Quality Road and Blame, a photo finish that Blame got.
I think he's showing us quite a few signs of an elite horse.
Champagne Darrell kicks away from the field in the final furlong and won the test by 4.5 lengths. Wild finish coming here. Here's Telling on the fence. Telling comes bursting away from the field to win the Sword Dancer back to back. Cantharos is pulling away, eased in the final yards. Cantharos, another big win. Blind Luck have the grace. Blind Luck wins the Alabama in a thriller.
She did all the work, and I just get to train her, so I'll give Blind Luck all the credit.
Get Stormy, spurred on by Javier Castellano. Get Stormy, 1 by 3. Up with a quest and fly down. It's desperately close. It is too close to call. It is too close to call. Down to the wire, and it is discreetly mine in 7 sensational furlongs. It is still Rachel Alexandra. Persistently is winning at her, and persistently has defeated Rachel Alexandra to the final 100 yards. Big drama. Here comes Ben. Here comes Ben indeed. Quality Road does it emphatically to win the Woodward by almost 5 lengths. Our Heat Lightning in front and pulling away to win the spin-away.
This year's Midsummer Derby was won by a Fleet Express. His trainer, Jimmy Jerkins, shared his thoughts on the race.
Thought he got nailed the last jump. But after they showed the, right afterwards, they always show the slow motion view of it, and that looked like he just, his head was, he was just before he started to bring his head back up, they hit the wire, and he got the nod.
What did your father have to say to you?
Not a whole lot. I just saw him. I didn't see him till a couple hours later at a restaurant at night. He was leaving, and I was just getting there, and we embraced, and it was, we were sniveling a little bit, because it's a big deal, no doubt about it. Everybody dreams of winning the Travers. That's training horses.
Where do you go from here with this horse?
I really don't know. We haven't really discussed it, me and the owners yet. Jockey Club Gold Cup, I seems to, I kind of like the sound of that just because, the distance seems like it's okay for him. But then again, some races like the Pennsylvania Derby and that, it just seems like, that track especially, it just seems like it's a Comanche run into the first turn, and sometimes horses get on the lead there and they just keep going, and it's usually a real rough run race, I just hate to get him out of the sink that he's in right now. He's relaxed, and so I just like to, I think he'll settle in and have a better trip in the Gold Cup, the big long sweeping turns. But against some tough older horses, it's a lot to ask of him too. But still, as of now, though, I would, like I said, we didn't discuss anything, but I'd be leaning towards that. In my mind, fits better than the other races.
That's all for HRTV this week. Here's what you can look forward to next week.
Did you wake up a little bleary-eyed this morning?
Oh, absolutely. I felt like, I woke up on another planet. It was a totally unique feeling.
Well, let's get the stats. Did you hit the target of over 450 races, and how much money did you end up making?
We got, it would be, plus or minus 20, but we got to 594 in this. And amazingly, I'm proud to say, with the help of some diligent work on my part, I suppose, but really with the help of some great people who were watching us the whole time online, and other people who I specifically enlisted for the purpose of giving tips, we ended up turning a profit. We ended up in the black to the tune of about $250. So I was pretty pleased.